it's important to me that I share some of the big activities going on because the team at the college has been working extremely hard, and a lot of the great news I have to share is because of collective effort of many, either in this room or outside of this room. But the first piece of good news is Karen Lavin is not here, which isn't the good news. But the reason she's not here is she's a new grandma. So she's in Tennessee with her new granddaughter. And so congratulations to Karen Lavin. On the grants front, we have 2 National Science Foundation grants that we've been awarded. One is a 5-year grant for $996,000 and change. This grant provides 25 scholarships annually to academically talented students with financial need that enroll full-time as engineering and computer science majors. It also provides academic and support services to increase enrollment and retention of these students. The project was led by our engineering faculty members, Jan Edwards and Rob Tordock. We also have another NSF grant we're involved with in a partnership with Florida State College in Jacksonville. This is a 3-year grant for $555,000 to support the Industry 4.0 Technicians in Advanced Manufacturing project. The grant works to addressing the widening skills gap in manufacturing due to new and emerging innovations in technology and processes. So this addresses curriculum modifications. It allows us to outfit existing training labs with new and updated equipment, and it most importantly provides training for our faculty. As you walk around campus, I'd encourage you to take a look at a couple of new or changed spots. The Japanese garden, which several years ago a team began thinking about how can we create a more engaging and updated space on our campus here. So we've had a group of students and employees working hard to put more authentic Japanese garden features out in that space, several native plant species. The grounds and the facilities staff have worked hard to prepare this space, and we've had staff members out there serving as volunteer planters. So it's coming together nicely. It's still in the works, but looks great. Also, I encourage you, you'll see a picture later in Ken's presentation, but our art display that was part of the Capital Development Board project for the Science and Engineering building has been installed. Artist Lynn Bassa created the new molecule artwork, and if you go take a look, I'm sure you'll be impressed by its bold and energetic display that I am sure is going to serve as a great wayfinder on this campus moving forward. You've talked about 50 Fest, which was a great success with over 1,000 employees, students, and community members taking part in all of our fun. We did appreciate the presence of the trustees, Rich, Dr. Finger, Julie, and Tim. Thank you for joining us, and a special thank you to Carol Dukelsky, who, by the way, wrote the lyrics to Come Together CLC, which we sang at Kickoff. As well for their leadership and coordination of what was an army of CLC volunteers in order to pull that event off. So thank you to everyone for that. Talked about fall kickoff. I won't go back through that, but I do want to share that we heard from 5 alumni representing each decade of CLC's history on that day, as well as 5 of our current students, including our student trustee, Alexa Waheed, who read an I Am From poem that she wrote and received a standing ovation from the employees in the room. So employees also engaged in a data walk and a history walk. Faculty and leadership engaged in an equity immersion day. So thank you very much to all of you who've participated. And the big news I think that's important to talk about in our kickoff events is we launched 66 faculty, 20 full-time and 46 adjunct across all disciplines in an evidence and application-based year-long professional development focused on increasing student engagement, learning, and persistence to graduation through the Association of College and University Educators. So we were thrilled. We were hoping to run one cohort. we had 66 people express interest, so they are all going through, so it's great. We also busily hosted other members from the community last week. We had the Grays Lake North School District on campus. We had hundreds of their faculty and staff exploring CLC, and we got a great deal of social media buzz as a result of that. And on Friday, we had 500 students from the Northern Lake County Conference on our campus, representing 8 Lake County high schools. So it was great to have young student energy on our campus. I want to call your attention to August 27th, Tuesday. We will be hosting an Apprenticeship Roadmap for Lake County event. We're going to have people from across Lake County to hear about CLC's strategic efforts to launch apprenticeships. Our key partners will be here, including the Chicago Apprenticeship Network, Lake County Partners, and the Lake County Workforce Development, as well as led by leaders here at CLC. At your place, importantly, we have a list of our upcoming 50th anniversary month events. If you could please let Karen Sinase know of those events you would be available to participate in. We would be happy to have you there as a part of our dedication of the Living Lab Trail, our time capsule opening, and the State of the College event on Friday, September 27th. You also have at your place a summary of student and ed affairs updates about the great work of student, staff, and faculty, and you have a packet of information regarding our Lancer Success Team, which is the team that will be overseeing our build-out of our Lancer Success Framework. So that's just information for you. And then speaking of student success, we've had a phenomenal team of people working with college staff around the digital strategy, which is something you as trustees supported. We know we need a website redesign, as among other things, including the student portal. But before we step forward, it was extremely important that we took the time to really understand our students' stories, what they need from us, and what experience they're currently having and what they desire to have. So I'm going to let Greg kick off this presentation, but before he does that, I do want to recognize Carmen Lowry, who's very quiet over there by Carol Dukelski, getting things set up. Carmen has been the CLC staff member that has put significant time and energy working with this team that's going to present to you, and I just want to recognize her great work. All right, Greg.
Great, and if it were not for Carmen, we wouldn't be taking the large view picture that we're taking as part of the website. You may remember that in February I presented an IT assessment that was based and informed by a number of leaders within the college, not just those in this room, but about 50 leaders around the college who understood that reimagining the website was the most important thing we could do with technology to help students and other constituents succeed in achieving what they want here and getting the job to be done. We took the time to step back and do a strategy approach, and then that will be followed by a design and then an implementation. The strategy is what you'll be hearing about tonight. We're using a method that's common in business, especially the innovation space, called human-centered design or design thinking, which first seeks to listen to our constituents, then understand with an ear towards empathizing with them. Because once we can feel what their experience is like, we can then start to design and understand what the website should be and what the website should not be. And we had an excellent organization come in to help us, thanks to Carmen, Highland Solutions, who will speak to you tonight about how we've taken that listening to understand our students' job to be done, why they come to the website, and how we can help student success. You may struggle with how technology and student success go hand in glove, but I hope tonight you'll understand a new vision of how technology works to help transform places to make it work for their customers, and in our case, for our students.